Let's welcome to the stage IamRobotics.
Thank you. Is this on? All right. Hi guys, I'm Tom Galuzzo. I'm the founder and CEO of IamRobotics. Our company's from Pittsburgh, the new robotics capital of the world. We do warehouse and manufacturing automation with robots. So I'd like to introduce you to Swift. Swift is working here at our first customer's pilot production site. The robot's in production picking pharmaceuticals in a distribution center. The robot is the first of its kind to navigate and manipulate items using its own ability to see in the same human-friendly infrastructure that a person would work in. So we use computer vision to close the loop and actually find items and grasp them. So the value add here is what we're doing is we're eliminating or reducing the unnecessary travel or unnecessary material handling that a person would do, aggregating materials and bringing them over to a pick-pack worker to do all the value-added things in the warehouse. The way the robot works is it navigates around the warehouse using computer vision. We have a real-time computer vision pipeline that we built at IamRobotics from scratch to do this job. Nothing existed on the market previously. The robot uses computer vision to see items on the shelf and close the loop to find where the items are they the right items, and we pick them with a vacuum suction cup gripper in this particular piece-picking application. So really suited well for pharmaceuticals and other consumer packaged goods. The key to making this all work is the software. It's all about the software. So we've developed something called SwiftLink, which connects our robots to the customer's warehouse management system. So this enables the customer, gives them everything they need to set up, configure, command, track, control all of their robots. And the reason this is so important is that it gives us the ability to set up and deploy robots in a matter of hours or days, where traditional automation takes weeks or months to install into a warehouse or a factory. We have a couple of new applications starting up to broaden our scope in terms of what we can do with our robots. Oh, is that not playing? Let's see if I could go back. Anyway, so this is a bin retrieval application where instead of picking individual items, we're picking at the granularity of a bin box and bringing those items over to a stationary pick-pack worker. So the idea here is that if the robot can't grab it at the piece level, you can at least get it at the case level. If you compare this to what Amazon does with their Kiva robots, they have a robot that will bring over a whole shelf of items to a person, and we can do it at a much smaller granularity for better economics. So the idea here is to, again, cut away at the unproductive travel time that a person would have to do in the warehouse. So stock workers walk on average 2.5 billion miles a year. All of that time is paid for. So the more you can reduce that, the better the economics are for the warehouse. We also have a new application in manufacturing with a very large customer. This customer is the biggest manufacturer in the world in their market. And they're using our robot, Swift, to install products on their manufacturing line, and it's going to totally revolutionize the industry. This particular customer has a customer lifetime value for us in the $20 to $50 million range, and it's really allowed us to hone in on our sales process to target customers in excess of $10 million lifetime value for IamRobotics. So our next steps are Series A. We're scaling our team, we're scaling our sales and marketing forces, deployment forces of robots, and refining our product. I hope you enjoyed learning about Swift today and being introduced to our robot. I'm Tom Galuzzo, and that's IamRobotics. Thank you.
All right, big round of applause for IamRobotics, and let's hear from the judges.
What's your current revenue runway, and what's your pricing and business model? Yeah,
great question. So we're doing about $1 million this year. We're actually looking to double it in 2017. The pricing model of the robots are leased as a service, so they're about $40,000 a year. If you run them over 3 shifts, you're saving anywhere from $100,000 to $50,000 a year.
Can you talk a little bit about the background of the engineering team that's working on the computer vision feeds and SwiftLink?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the lead perception engineer, or have the perception experience. I was at Carnegie Mellon University working on the last project I did. I was the perception lead for the DARPA Autonomous Robotic Manipulation Challenge there. And we have a number of engineers from CMU in hardware, electrical, mechanical, and so yeah, mostly CMU.
Just
couple questions. One, what's the sales cycle? And two, do customers see this more as a augmentation to their workers or a replacement for their workers?
Both. It depends on the customer to answer it, but generally the biggest problem right now that we're solving with this, that our customers are looking for, is the supply chain labor shortage. So what's happening right now is e-commerce is growing at about a 15% compound annual growth rate. The labor pool in supply chain is actually shrinking and a few percent per year. So there's going to be this inflection point in a few years where there's actually not enough people to do the supply chain work that we need in e-commerce. So that's the biggest issue.
All right, big round of applause for IamRobotics.